The ad you're about to watch did not require a camera, crew, or even a shoot. I made it using AI. Hi, I'm Sanjana and this is Ad Poet Society. If you work in advertising or the creative space in general, you will agree that AI is not something that you can ignore. It's here to stay no matter how divided opinions are. With that in mind, let's dive into today's video. Today I'm making a spec ad for Ray-Ban and I'm going to walk you through it. But before we go into the actual ad creation process, I usually start with a little bit of brand research. What is the tonality? What is the core messaging? What's the brand's mission, etc. Even if you have all of these fundamentals at the back of your head, my pro tip would be to do a hygiene check using Gemini 3 Pro, as I'm about to show you. It'll just help you to kind of tighten that brand and creative direction. First, I head over to Google AI Studio at aistudio.google.com. Inside AI Studio, I select Gemini 3 Pro. I ask Gemini to help me articulate in a structured way what I need to establish about the brand. I type something like this. I'm creating an ad for Ray-Ban. Break down the brand for me in terms of target customer, core messaging, visual aesthetic, tonality, mission, etc. I upload a product image that I'd got from Google earlier. You can save just about any image you like from Google Images. You'll see how Gemini responds with everything from visual aesthetic to music to copy and pretty much everything you'll need to create a short cinematic ad. I then tell Gemini that I want this ad to speak to millennials, but in a very different way. It might be fun to create a Ray-Ban ad which targets millennials with nostalgia marketing. I'm thinking of an ad that looks and feels warm, nostalgic, and a little retro. Target someone in their mid to late 30s. And there you go. With this brand direction locked in, we can move into visuals. I asked Gemini to write an image prompt for a hero character that could work for this ad. My prompt looks something like this. Based on this creative direction, create an image prompt for an AI image generator for our hero character. I'm thinking of a male hero sporting the Ray-Ban sunglasses. Now, Gemini may or may not generate the kind of prompt that you've imagined in your head. So if at any point you feel that you need to kind of tweak a prompt that is generated, you can always go back and ask it to tweak it according to what you have in your head. But right here, I'm happy with this image prompt, so I take it straight into Nano Banana Pro. Inside Nano Banana Pro, the first thing I do always is upload the product image. This part is really important because the product has to look 100% accurate. Then I paste in the hero prompt and specify the aspect ratio. Like for this video, I need it in 16:9. Once the image or images, if you've prompted more than once, is ready, I download that image and use it as my main reference for everything else. Next, I upload that hero image back into Google AI Studio and ask Gemini to help me build a mood board. I tell it to think like a creative director and call out things like colors, textures, fonts, and the overall vibe. My prompt right now reads like this. This is a hero character based on what we've discussed. Generate an image prompt for a mood board. Think like a creative director, references, colors, tonality, elements, fonts, etc. I take that mood board prompt back into Nano Banana, upload both the product image and the hero image, and generate a few different mood boards. Now from here, I pick the strongest one and log that in. So now that we've got the look, it's time to tell a story. I asked Gemini to create an 8-shot story for the ad and describe each shot in a way that works as an AI image prompt. I typed something like, based on this ad campaign, create an 8-shot story arc. Describe each shot as you would to an AI image generator. After a few moments, Gemini is going to produce a super coherent sequential set of shots for your story. And at this point, I usually take a few minutes to review the story arc and the shots. I then tweak, swap, or rewrite stuff by asking Gemini to redo a few shots that I want, just so the final ad reflects my ideas and creative instincts. We can now move into image generation. I drop Gemini 3 Pro's prompts into Nano Banana using the same product image, the hero image, and the mood board image, so everything stays super consistent. Once the images are done, we move into video. Time to head back to Google AI Studio. I asked Gemini to write very simple video prompts for each shot, just basic camera movement and action. So once again, I type something like, for each shot, create a prompt for an AI video generator. Keep it simple, describe the camera angle and the movement. For video generation, I use OpenArt because it lets you try different video tools in one place. I upload the image, Pick the generator, paste in the video prompt, set the aspect ratio and resolution, keep each clip to around 5 seconds, and hit generate. The last piece of the puzzle is music. Now, I usually use stock music from Pixabay and similar platforms. I bring the music into the edit and line everything up. Once all the clips are ready, you can download all of them onto your device and stitch them together using an editing tool like Premiere Pro or CapCut. But I've also found that Canva can be a very useful tool for beginners. Before I move on and show you the final result, I want you to take a moment to reflect on everything that you've learned today. And if any of it is useful to you and if you'd like to collaborate with me, my website is linked in the description box below. So you can go ahead and click that and we can. Now, here's the final result.